Commissioner Gordon, Bane has escaped.
Strength fades, but resilience endures. In the end, it is not the strongest who survive, but those who bend and do not break. You seek power in fleeting moments, in flashes of victory, but true power lies in the ability to rise again and again, no matter how many times you are cast into the depths. Resilience is not an act of brute force. It is the quiet, unrelenting force that cannot be crushed, that lives in the bones long after the body has failed. You think defeat is an end, but it is merely a lesson. Each time you're struck down, each time the world presses its weight against you, the flames of your will are forged anew. Resilience is not born in moments of triumph, but in the darkness where you are left to crawl, to fight for breath, to fight for the right to rise again. It is in those moments where you are pushed to the brink, where everything crumbles around you, that your true self is revealed. To master resilience is to embrace the fall as a necessary prelude to the rise. There is no weakness in falling. There is only weakness in staying down. The world believes in the finality of defeat, but you know better. The fall is nothing but the sharp sting of the forge, shaping you, making you harder, colder, more dangerous. Each blow that should have broken you becomes another weapon in your arsenal. Resilience is not passive. It is an act of defiance against the very nature of the world. It is the refusal to be consumed, the refusal to yield, no matter how deep the pit, no matter how dark the shadow. You will be tested, and you will be broken. But the breaking is only the beginning, for it is in the cracks where the light enters, where the raw material of your will becomes molten, where your spirit is reforged into something that cannot be shattered again. The world believes that to break is to fail, but those who master resilience know that the breaking is the process, not the end. Each fracture becomes a line of strength, each scar a reminder that you have faced the void and returned stronger than before. Resilience is not the absence of pain. It is the mastery of it. Pain sharpens you, hones you into something more, something that cannot be undone by the soft hands of comfort. Every blow you survive, every wound you bear, feeds your fire, fuels the engine of your defiance. It is easy to fight when the odds are in your favor, but resilience is forged when the world has turned against you, when every step forward is a battle, when every breath is a struggle. And yet you continue, not because of the absence of obstacles, but in spite of them. The world is filled with those who are broken, those who have been defeated once and surrendered forever. They live in the shadow of their own failure, haunted by the moment they gave in, convinced that there was no way forward. But you are not like them. You know that to master resilience is to become something unstoppable, something that cannot be worn down by the endless grind of adversity. Where others crumble, you stand. Where others flee, you advance. Each battle leaves its mark on you, but each mark becomes another testament to your strength. The art of resilience is not in standing tall. It is in rising when you have been laid low. When your body is broken, when your mind screams for surrender, that is when resilience takes hold. It is not about victory. It is about the refusal to be defeated. It is about getting up again and again, with blood in your mouth and fire in your eyes, knowing that the world has thrown everything it has at you, and yet you remain. The world may break your body, but it will never break your will. You think you understand pain, but you have only begun to learn its true power. Pain is not your enemy. It is your teacher. It shows you where you are weak, where you are vulnerable, and then gives you the opportunity to strengthen those places. Each time you are broken, you are rebuilt, harder, stronger, more resilient. Resilience is not the avoidance of pain, but the transformation of it. The pain that should have destroyed you becomes the fuel that keeps your fire burning long after others have been snuffed out. Resilience is the power that endures, the force that cannot be killed, the will that rises from the ashes of its own destruction. To master it is to understand that you are not bound by the chains of defeat, that each fall is merely another chance to rise again, sharper and more dangerous than before. In the end, it is not the strongest who prevail, but those who have mastered the art of resilience, those who rise no matter how many times the world has sought to bury them. You are not here to survive. You are here to endure, to burn with a fire that cannot be extinguished, a flame that grows with each defeat, until nothing remains that can stand in your way. To master resilience is to embrace the fall, knowing that it is only the beginning of your rise. We all have battles to fight, but not everyone has the strength to embrace the battlefield for what it truly is. The crucible where everything that matters is forged in blood and fire. It is on the front lines of our existence, where the stakes are highest, that we become more than mere survivors. It is in the heat of combat, in the chaos of struggle, where the illusions of peace are stripped away, and we see the world and ourselves for what we really are. Weaknesses are revealed, but so is strength. Cowards retreat, but those who master resilience thrive in the very heart of the storm. The battlefield is not just a place of conflict, it is where life begins, where purpose is born. It is where you find the raw essence of who you are, not in the quiet moments of ease, but in the violent clashes of will and circumstance. Resilience is forged in this crucible, where every strike against you is another test, every scar earned a badge of your endurance. It is often in these moments, in the agony of battle, where you feel most alive. The weak shy away from conflict, but those who have mastered resilience know that it is only in the fight that one can truly live. Wisdom is not gained in safety. It is earned in the trenches, where every decision carries weight, where every mistake leaves a scar. The world's greatest lessons are taught in the moments where everything hangs in the balance, where your resilience is pushed to its breaking point. It is in these moments, when you are tested beyond what you thought possible, that clarity comes. The battlefield strips away the superficial, revealing the cold, hard wisdom of survival. Those who retreat to the comforts of a peaceful life will never know the depth of this knowledge, never understand the sharp edge of wisdom earned through pain. It is through battle that joy is found, not the fleeting joy of comfort, but the deeper, more dangerous joy that comes from knowing you have faced the worst and risen from it. There is no thrill like the thrill of standing at the brink of defeat and refusing to fall. This is where resilience shines, where your fire burns brightest. To face overwhelming odds and remain unbroken, this is the joy that cannot be taken from you, the joy of knowing that no force in this world can extinguish your flame. Comfort breeds complacency, but battle brings the kind of joy that only those who have mastered the art of resilience will ever know. Friendship, too, is forged in the heat of conflict. It is not in the quiet, peaceful moments where bonds are formed, but in the midst of chaos, where you fight side by side with those who share your fire. It is on the front lines that you discover who can stand with you in the storm, who will not falter when the world crumbles around you. These bonds are not formed out of convenience, they are forged in battle, unbreakable because they have been tested in the fire. It is in these moments that you find those who are not afraid of the darkness, who burn as fiercely as you do. Happiness is not found in retreat. It is discovered in the midst of the fight. The world teaches that happiness comes from avoiding pain, from seeking out comfort, but those who have walked the battlefield know better. Happiness is not the absence of struggle, it is the triumph over it. It is found in the moments where you are pushed to your limits, where you have faced defeat and risen from it. It is in the overcoming and the relentless refusal to be broken that happiness is discovered. This is not the fragile happiness of those who seek peace. It is the unshakable happiness of those who have mastered resilience and know that no battle can destroy them. Love, too, is earned on the front lines. Not the soft, fleeting love that fades in the face of hardship, but the kind of love that is forged in the fires of resilience. It is in the moments where you are tested, where everything is at stake, that love reveals itself. Those who stand beside you in the darkest times, who fight with you and for you, are the ones who have earned your love. It is not given freely, it is earned in battle, where resilience binds you to those who understand the same fight, the same fire. Purposeful work is not born from comfort. It is born from the battles you choose to fight. It is in the struggle, in the pursuit of something greater than yourself, that you find the work that truly matters. The work that burns within you is the work that cannot be completed in ease. It requires the kind of resilience that only those who embrace the battlefield can muster. To do purposeful work is to face the impossible and push forward regardless. To fight for something that matters even when the odds are against you. This is where resilience is truly tested, where your fire burns hottest in the pursuit of something that is worth every battle, every scar. We all have battles to fight, but it is in those battles where we truly live. To master the art of resilience is to understand that life is not meant to be easy, that peace and comfort are illusions designed to keep you weak. It is only in the fight, in the moments where everything is at risk, that you earn the things that matter most. Wisdom, joy, friendship, happiness, love, and purpose. These are not gifts of a peaceful life. They are earned in the heat of battle, in the relentless fire of resilience. Only those who burn until there is nothing left, who refuse to retreat from the fight, will discover the true depth of what life has to offer. Resilience is not just about surviving the battles. It is about thriving in them, about understanding that it is only through the fight that you can claim the things that make life worth living. The weak will never know the joy of battle, will never understand the thrill of resilience. But you will find everything you seek in the fire of the fight. For it is in the battles we fight, in the wars we wage, that we find ourselves, that we earn the life we were meant to live. The battlefield is where you belong. It is where you are most alive. The better ambitions are carved not from the desire for status or fleeting power, but from the relentless pursuit of character and ability. Status is an illusion, a fragile mask that can be torn away in an instant. leaving nothing but emptiness behind. Power, as most understand it, is equally transient, a hollow force that crumbles when its foundations are shaken. Those who seek only to rise in the eyes of others are building their empire on sand, blind to the storm that will one day sweep it all away. Status can be stolen, power can be lost, but character is forged in fire and carries its weight through every trial, every storm. Those who chase status are always running from the shadow of their own inadequacy. They cling to titles, to recognition, to the approval of others because they fear the hollowness within. But status is a game played by the weak, a game in which the pieces are moved by forces beyond their control. One moment you stand atop the mountain adored by the masses, and the next you are cast down, discarded by the very people whose opinions you valued. Power built on status is no power at all. It is a prison where the weak are chained to the whims of those who define them. Character, however, is the armor that no force can shatter. It is the core of who you are, built not through the accolades of others, but through the battles you have fought and survived. Character is the weapon that allows you to stand unbroken when everything around you collapses. It is not something that can be granted or taken away by others. It is earned, forged in moments of struggle, shaped by resilience. While others fall apart when the illusion of status is stripped from them, those with character remain standing, for they have built their foundation on something far deeper. Ability is the force that rises from within, the power that cannot be given by title or recognition. It is honed through relentless practice, through failure and persistence. Status may open doors, but ability is what keeps them open. Those who seek only status rely on others to maintain their position, but those with ability rely only on themselves. And that is the difference. The weak need the validation of others to exist, while the strong need only their own skill, their own relentless drive to continue. Character and ability are the only ambitions worth chasing because they are the only things that remain when the world has taken everything else. Titles can be stripped, power can be lost, but your strength, your skill, your relentless will to rise, these are things that no one can ever take from you. When everything crumbles, when the world turns against you, it is character that allows you to endure. It is ability that ensures your survival. Status is nothing but a fleeting shadow, but the strength you build within is eternal. Those who seek only status are bound to the expectations of others. They are slaves to the opinions and judgments of the world, always fearing the moment when their mask slips and they are seen for what they really are: empty, powerless, broken. But those who build character, who sharpen their abilities with each failure and each fall, are untouchable. For when the world turns its back, when status is torn away, character remains, unshakable and undefeated. Power is not something you wear like a crown. It is something that radiates from the core of who you are, forged in every battle, in every trial. The ambitious pursuit of status leads to weakness, to fragility. But the pursuit of character, that leads to resilience. Those with character are not bound by the opinions of others. They carry their strength within, in every scar, in every hard-earned lesson. And ability is what transforms character into an unstoppable force. While others are left scrambling to regain their lost status, those who have mastered their abilities move forward, unstoppable, because they are not defined by titles. They are defined by their relentless capacity to adapt, to rise, to conquer. Adversity is not the enemy of those who have built character. It is their proving ground. It is where the weak are separated from the strong, where those who have sought only status are broken by the weight of failure. But those with character embrace adversity, for it is through that fire that they become stronger. They do not fear losing what the world has given them, because what they carry within cannot be taken away. Character is a fortress built from the ruins of every defeat, every fall, every loss. It is the foundation of true power. In the end, status fades, but character endures. Ability does not waver with the tides of public opinion. It sharpens with each battle fought. The better ambitions are those that focus on who you become, not what you are given. For what is given can be taken, but what is earned through relentless pursuit, through the mastery of resilience, remains forever. If you don't stand your ground, the world will devour you. People are relentless in their pursuit of control, of dominance. They will push and push and push, sensing the smallest crack in your defenses. They do not stop when you give ground. They are emboldened by it, and their hunger grows. Every step back you take is an invitation for them to take more, until you are cornered, teetering on the edge of oblivion. This is the nature of power. There is no mercy, no hesitation. To show weakness is to be consumed by it. The world is not a passive place. It is a battlefield where the weak are pushed to the margins and the strong carve out their place. If you do not hold your ground, if you do not fight for every inch, you will be driven back piece by piece until there is nothing left of you. People do not respect softness. They exploit it. They do not stop until they have taken everything, until you have nothing left but the void beneath your feet. And when you fall, they will move on to the next, leaving you broken at the bottom of the cliff, forgotten and discarded. The first step back is always the beginning of the end. You tell yourself it's just one concession, just one compromise. But that first step is a crack in your foundation, and once that crack appears, it only spreads. Each retreat weakens your position, emboldens those who seek to control you. They sense your hesitation, your doubt, and they use it against you. The moment you show that you can be pushed is the moment you surrender your power. They will not stop. People are ravenous for control, for dominance, and they will take it from you piece by piece if you allow them. The cliff is always waiting, and those who push you will not hesitate to send you over the edge. They will push until you have nowhere left to stand, until you are left clinging to the remnants of who you were, looking down into the abyss that awaits. To stand your ground is to fight for your existence, to claim your space in a world that will take everything from you if you let it.